think it's on. Let's see here. Trying to get the chat to populate. And I don't know what the delay is. It says excellent condition, but I'm watching the live and it's like all choppy. I may have to work on something. Hey Bob, good morning. There we go. Okay, so the chat did populate. Let's see what that one is. Yeah, I think I like that one better. Perfect. There we go. Renee, John, Dell. All right. Good morning, guys. Let me. I don't know why it is. Does the video look choppy? Because it looks choppy to me, and I don't know if that's my processor or what. I also need to probably close about 57 windows that I have open right now. There we go. Let's close all this junk up. We can get some, maybe we can get some of that back. Maddie from Down Under. Nice. Nice. Liking it. Just trying to get this link out to all of my my followers. Yeah, it's a little choppy, but hopefully the sound is good. I don't know why. I'm looking at it on the OBS, and it looks good. I had it set for... I may just need to reset the whole thing because my OBS was optimized for low video quality. Video's a tad choppy, but sound is fine. Great. I'll continue to work on that. I don't know if that's something that I can actually fix while I'm streaming. I don't think so. So let's see here. Let me get, once again, I need to get a link for my subscribers. Let them know that I'm here. Well, let's see here. Gonna do a few clicks here and a few clicks there. If you guys will be patient with me, I appreciate it. And some weird sound might be coming through here in a second. Added to queue. I don't need that crap. Just need the link. Just need the link. Okay, and that populated. All right, let's see. Let me get back to what you guys are saying. Let's see here. Video is a tad choppy. 1 kilometer an hour. Winds here. Wow. 11 p.m. here. Wow, that's crazy, man. Good morning from Galapagos. Galapagos. I thought you were saying good morning from the Galapagos Islands. Wow. Okay. I'm going to close, like, something is chewing up my memory. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to go ahead and close a bunch of stuff on here. Hopefully I will not lose you guys. Let's see here. Let's close that up. I've never seen my video be this choppy before, so I could not tell you what it is exactly, but something is just chewing through my memory, and you just enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, so YouTube is even sensing that my video is bad. Let me try something here. Let me run an old speed test here and see what my upload is. Seems to be. I'm really wondering if it's not my OBS and I just need to completely reset my OBS. Because like I said, it was optimized. All right, I got 30, 40 meg coming down. Let's find out what the up is going to be. Because I mean, even if I only get like 12 up, it's more than enough to do video streaming. Come on, internet. Yeah, I'm 15, 20. Okay, so it's got to be my OBS. 16. I'm having no problems whatsoever with upload speeds. All right, so looks like we got 90 in here. Looks like the video is going to be choppy, but the sound is good. So hopefully something. Clearly, it's my OBS, and I'm not going to just cut you guys off, you know, because it's not good. You can just listen and watch me like, you know. That's not a PNG. I don't want that. I want the actual link. All right, and I'm sorry for the choppiness and everything, guys. I kind of just threw this all together at the last moment. Let's close that one. Now, officially, the only thing running is, and you know what? I'm going to pop this chat out too. And if I do that, then I can minimize that window, and that's even less memory being used. Dynamite. Okay, so let's see here. Let's crack on the OBS. We're just going to take you and make sure that you're working like so. All right, looks like everything is where it is supposed to be. Let's see here. All right. Oh, it's again. Your name kills me every time I see it. What's going on, Suzette? That's too funny. Oh my God. All right, so basically, man, this really sucks because I really don't like when I can't see what's happening to the video. It's like locked. Let me open the widget. Error is not receiving enough video data. It's saying that it's poor. I'm transmitting at 48 frames per second. So this is not an issue. This is like a kick in the balls. None of this makes any sense. All right. Anyway, so I guess from time to time you'll get to see me move like I'm some kind of satellite dude. I'm just glad that the chat is working and things are coming through the chat. I guess I normally do my Good Morning Patreon video right now just for the Patreons, but I figured I would try something new. Drink some coffee and chat with you guys a little bit, you know, as usual. And obviously, this is all possible due to my Patreons. I mean, I truly appreciate, and I had the great opportunity to give back at the end of the quarter. Actually, no, the beginning of the quarter. You know, that was a great thing. I just checked with that Patreon member. And they used the device and were like super happy with it. Basically 25 minutes and boiling water. Control, delete, and see what's running. I mean, I could do that, Maddie, but the only thing is I honestly believe it's just my OBS. Let's see what is running and since we're going to try and go after some performance. Right now, I'm using 100% of my CPU. OBS is using 85% of my CPU right now. And that's the thing. It's like I'm saying, the OBS, it's set to do some weird stuff. So I think it's the OBS just trying to process it, and it is not working out right. So and the only thing else I have running is Discord and the Task Manager and the browser, obviously, and they're using like 1 and less than 1%. So OBS is just chugging what is happening. So let's see, and there's not a lot I can do about it. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it right now unless I disconnect from you guys and yeah. So I'll have to figure that out. Now, here's my plan. Okay, so back to the Patreons. If you're watching, if you're not a Patreon, right now is an optimal time to get in. It's actually the best time because it's at the very beginning of the month, and yeah, you're going to get actually 30 days of work out of me. If you'd like to do that, there's a link below. Completely understand if you don't. It's not a big deal. You know how I work. I just throw the links out. If you want to do something, you want to do something. I got a letter. I got a letter from I'm going to have to open my damn email. Great. Let's see. Let's just use up some more memory. Thank God the sound is working. I'm gonna reply to this young lady, and I don't know if she's We used to, or either used to or still have a Brittany in the Patreon, but I don't feel like this letter came from her. So I'm just going to read it to you. And it says, hi, I've been watching your TikToks for a few weeks now, and I'm kind of confused. Okay. Where's it at here? So I'm from a city with 100,000 people in it in Wisconsin. I've been prepping ever since I saw your video. This is not a joke. That's the name of the video. And the countdown. What do you think is going to happen? No food on shelves at grocery store. Guns taken away from us. Whole world shutting down is in the show Revolution. You should watch it if you haven't. I guess there's a show called Revolution. I guess I'll check it out. I just need to know what I'm prepping for and more ways to be prepared. I have a bug out bag, 2 years worth of food for 2 people, and have money saved and stashed in my house. What else can I do? Should I be prepared to leave the city in the event of an emergency? Should I be preparing for war? I'm partially disabled. Is there anything else I can do because of that? And then she tells me what it is. I'm not going to read that to you. Also, should I be hiding my guns in case military comes to take them? I'm hearing different things from different preppers. Just give me some information, please, if you have the time. Thank you. Brittany. And I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, Brittany or Brittany. I'm just going to use Brittany because it's easier to say. Brittany, if you've been prepping for 70 days and you have 2 years worth of food for 2 people already, you're on spot. You're on point. You've done everything that you can possibly do. And honestly, I think that's awesome because very few preppers have done that. Very few preppers have done that. I'm optimizing my screens right now so I can do 2 things at once. Let's see. And what it sounds like's happening is that you're being bombarded in every direction. And that's happening to all of us. So what I would say is just take a breath. Just take a breath. Just back away from all these things that are trying to throat chop you and tell yourself that you have a level of preparedness that you're happy with. If you have water stored and you have 2 years worth of food and you have firearms, then you're ahead of the game. You're ahead of the game. Now, are there other things that you can do? Yeah, because everything after that is just the cherry on top. Okay. Well, it looks like my stream status went to excellent somehow. I have no idea what is happening, even though I'm watching blip, clip, 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 you know. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I got to click some stuff real quick, guys. Analytics. There we go. Okay. So you're doing fine, Brittany. Don't fall into the fear game. Just don't do it. Man, it looks like my stream actually dropped off for like almost 2 minutes. Really weird. Anyway, keep doing what you're doing. Now, if you really want to go to the next level, you might want to look at some alternate power sources. I recommend the Jackeries up to and included in the 1,000 range. But at 1,000, I also tell people to go for the Pecrons because those guys are going to provide, they outperform the Jackeries at 1,000 and above. They have some monsters, and they're cheaper too as far as money goes. But they don't skimp on the quality. So you can do that. I would also be looking at some form of water filtration. You have a lot of worries, but here's the thing. You have to look at, have you done a threat analysis? Okay, let's just poll. I see there's only 7 of you guys in here now, and that's cool. Let's poll. How many people have conducted a threat analysis for their preparedness? And I'll wait. Just type Y or N in the chat. Just a simple Y or an N. Come on, you can do it. You guys can type faster than that. No one wants to admit they haven't done a threat analysis yet. Okay, fair enough. You know, well, there might be a delay here too. Let's give it a couple of seconds here. Okay, so Maddie says no. Peter says I have not. See, Todd, no. No one ever does the threat analysis. There are things out there, so it looks like Doug did. Okay. I think Doug, I don't recognize your are you Doug, are you Frosty from the Discord? But anyway, if you haven't done a threat analysis, then you don't actually know what you're preparing for. You're just stacking stuff. You're just in reaction mode. You know, you know, that's one of the things that's offered to the Patreons. Not to sell the Patreon too hard, but it's a lengthy process that requires you to actually sit down for about half an hour and figure some stuff out that will guide you in your preparedness. That way you're not floating off willy-nilly asking questions like, am I preparing for war? Am I preparing for this? Am I preparing for that? Gotcha. I thought so, Doug. Douglas? I don't know what you guys... I think I'm still... good morning, JDM. Good to see you. Is my video still choppy, guys? Because it's telling me I have an excellent connection, but I'm also seeing the... what is it? The choppiness in the video on my side. But anyway, so now if I see any Patreons pop in here and tell me that they have not done a threat analysis, you know, we're going to have a conversation later, because you know what? You paid for that. You guys paid for that in the Patreon, and you should have done something with it. Now, either that's your fault or it's my fault for not sticking out to get on you, you know? Maddie, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Everybody lies every night and thinks about stuff to prepare for. That's not good enough. That's not a plan. Let's see. Okay, thank you, Doug. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely going to be my OBS. I'll probably have to, as much as I hate to do it, I'll probably have to uninstall and reinstall it, because I've made some changes based off a couple of YouTube videos for optimizing for low bandwidth that are really messing with it right now. But hey, good news. Soon I'll be going back to North Carolina to get my actual gaming rig, and I'll be using it for development and streaming, and it is a beast. Well, it's a beast for being 7 years old, but it'll eat this thing's lunch. Let's see here. But here's the thing. If you guys haven't done a threat analysis, you don't know where to start. Okay, so I do recommend that you get that done. Let's see. Now it's choppy. I have long-term food even buried around my property in tubs. Hey, Maddie, that's great. That's great. Listen, I'm not saying you're not on point. That's not what I'm saying, bro. Or should I say, mate. Oh, wait, I actually had an Australian friend. And, yeah, so even, I know what no wuckers means. No wuckers, mates. You could be hyper prepared, okay? But the thing is that you may already know what your threats are. You may have already built for that. But I mean, until you actually like get it on paper and go through those wickets, some things are going to slip through the cracks. And what you have to do is you have to say, okay, so these are my strengths, these are my deficiencies, and then you start to work towards your deficiencies, because you may have holes in your plan that you never even thought of. It doesn't make it bad or good. It's just identifying that deficiency. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody says, I've thought of everything, well, then you haven't. Because here's the thing. Your brain only works so, you know, it's always on, but you don't always have control of it. And thus, you can't think of everything, because every scenario, regardless of how many times you play it out in your head, is never going to be the same. So all I'm saying is just do a threat analysis based off of your needs, and that will guide your preparedness. If you haven't done it, then you need to do it. Yes, we do offer that inside the Patreon. It's one of the first things that you get. Okay, so what are we talking about in the world? Let's get back to Brittany real quick, or Brittany, I'm not exactly sure. And hopefully, I'm going to share this link with her to answer her question. But what you've got to do is you've got to realize that you cannot control what's happening in the world. It's not possible. And you have to worry about those things that you can control. Because if you try to what's the word I'm looking for here? If you focus on every single little problem that is coming at you at 1,000 miles an hour, you will be in a perpetual state of panic. That's what's going to happen. And that's not what preparedness is about. Preparedness is about finding those things that we need, solving those problems up front, so that when the problems show up, you are prepared for it. And I would probably say that right now the biggest problem that's showing its head is the economy. Worldwide, the economy. And it's really starting to get to people, and it's affecting them. It's affecting them in a way that we're starting to move past that point where people were just accepting it. People were just like, okay, things will get better. They're hard right now, but they're going to get better. And they're not. They're going to get worse. They say things always get worse before they get better. But right now, I honestly believe, hey, Ronan, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you since Christ was a corporal. Oh, dog, is this live? Yes, it is, Thorn. This is live. This is live. This is not Memorex. This is choppiness. My OBS is using 100% of my CPU right now. So the sound is great, but the video is super choppy. Let's see here. But anyway, so we're getting bombarded with all of these problems in our world, and the economy is the biggest one. We're feeling it the most. I paid all my bills, and I think I probably have a little over $300 left in my bank account to get me through the rest of the month. Now, the good news is I've got some food. My well still works, and if anybody shows up to cause problems, then they're going to have a bad day. And there's room out back for me to create some ancient burial grounds. So if those three things are met, then everything else will kind of fall into place. And what we have to do is we have to stay focused on that, plus the additional things that make our lives a little bit better. Now, hold on. I bought one of those fishy things. I'll hold it up long enough for you guys to actually see it. Wow, the delay on this thing is crazy. All right, I think that should be long enough. Yeah, my cat loves this thing. I just turn it on, and then I throw it, and it hits the ground. It starts kicking around like a fish out of water, and then she's on it. She's on it like white on rice, like stink on you know what. But anyway, so how do we start to manage I'm getting a lot of flack, but it's great because the trolls are identifying themselves, and then I just get rid of them. But anyway, so how do we use our preps? Well, first we continue to prepare, okay? And we keep track of what we actually have on the shelves. We have to, okay? 2, we start to eat our preps. Now, people are like, well, I'm not going to get into my long-term food stuff. And I think that's great. Well, then you probably should have also created a working pantry like I told you to. That's where you're supposed to start, as a working pantry. And eating your preps. Now, so if you, let's say however you got your chicken, if you just get it at the store once a week, you can buy, like, what is it, a 10-pack of chicken thighs for about $11 now. So the price of chicken is going down. It's only a couple dollars more than it used to be honest with you. It was somewhere between $7 and $8 before. But anyway, so you could get that, and then however you saved it, prepared it, kept it in the fridge, whatever it meant. But you're now supplementing things that you would have as a prep. And so, I mean, then you get yourself into that frickin' figure out how much, a can of green beans, a can of gore, how much you need to feed your family. If you're putting down more than 2 cans of vegetables a day, or for an evening meal, then you're probably wasting food, or you're probably making lots of leftovers. So think about those things, and then you got to get into your dry goods. And then now what starts to happen is you start to rotate those preps, okay? That's what you should be doing right now. That is what's going to save you money, because that forces you to buy the things that cost less money right now, that the prices of things are going down on a little bit. And so now your food costs will actually go down when you eat your preps. That's the one thing I tell people now. Everybody, so let me give you guys a perfect for instance. Let's see. The other night we took Grandma a supper, and we ate with her. And I mean, not last night, but the other night. I can't remember what day it was. But anyway, so go to Bojangles and you buy the 12-piece meal, the 12-piece family meal. It comes with 3 sides and a whatever drink, a gallon of, or it's actually half a gallon of whatever you like to drink, right? $40. $40 freaking dollars. Okay? If you made the same thing at your house, you would probably spend maybe, let's say $11 worth of chicken and $2 worth of veggies, and maybe 50 cents worth of, or actually let's just say $1 for a family pack of instant potatoes, and then you got 90 or 55 cents for the gravy mix, and maybe we even put in the price of milk, because if you're making your mashed potatoes with anything other than milk, that's survival mode, bro. Put some milk in there, But there's $3.50 right there, So for a quarter, I'm gonna say 25% of the cost, you can make the same food for a quarter of the cost that you do when you go out. The prices for going out are through the roof, and I will tell you guys, stop doing it. Now, am I a hypocrite? Yes, 100%. I love me some Bojangles. I love. Did you know that the Big Mac meal, okay, and even when they silently upsell you to a medium drink, the Big Mac meal is now $10. Absolutely insane. For $10, you can buy a box of 20 hamburger patties from Walmart, and they're the good ones too. Okay, absolutely insane. So, and I know that it's the businesses are getting crushed by the economy, and they're trying to continue to work, and it's not going well for them, so they're passing on those costs to the customer. But I think that at some point they're going to start realizing that people are going to stop going through their drive-thrus. People are going to start, the people, I hate to say this, but the people that are thriving right now, the people that are thriving, and if I'm too loud, guys, let me know. Let me move the mic away a little bit, because like I said, my man voice will come right at you. And the mic is like right there, so. The people who are thriving right now are the people that they're I don't want to sound rude, but they're the people that are not in the middle class. As far as income goes. They're thriving right now because they know how to live like this. They know how to cut back, and they know that the money that they're spending now is actually going to go where it needs to go. The people that are in the middle class that are just throwing their money away, going to fast food all the time, they're starting to feel it. So now they've got to adjust. But what we have to do is we have to start thinking about economical ways to put food on the table. Because that money that you save, you can now use to pay for the insanely high gas prices that, yes, are coming down. But I think that what's happened... Okay, thank you. Somebody just said something to me in the chat. Yes, where is that at? I don't see that. Oh, okay, good. I see. I'm sorry. I've been remiss. I haven't been looking at the chat, and I also have they have the Patreon chat open right now too. And yes, good morning, JDM. Yes, Frosty. Thank you. Let's see here. Let's see. I have the house, cars paid off, and no credit cards. Nice. As you say, I'm omnipresent. No, you're not. You're just one of the lucky people that freaking... Hey, listen, also, too, guys, hey, a side note, YouTube is unsubscribing people to Prepper's things. So do me a favor, right now, if you could scroll down and just check and make sure that you're still subscribed and that you're getting notifications, that would be super cool. Last week, they started turning off notifications. 2 weeks ago... Oh, come on, cat. There we go. You cannot claw. There we go. No, it was it was about a week and a half ago they started turning off notifications, and then just this last weekend they started unsubscribing people. So do me a favor, go down there, check and make sure that you're still subscribed, make sure that you've got that bell clicked so that you will get the notifications. Let's see here. Maddie says, I have our preps and I have some put aside to help others in need. Nice. Maddie, you sound like an Uber prepper, man. You sound like you've got your trash in one bag. I like that. My cat has similar fish toy, but it's just has catnip. Well, yeah, this one comes with catnip in it too, but I figure it would just be an overload thing. I tell you what, if you guys are cat people, like I said, I never knew I was a cat person until my dog started ignoring me. And yes, she's here. She's down over there laying on the ground sleeping. But if you guys are cat people and you want to save your stuff, get one of these. No, it's not on my Amazon page. I'm not going to put it on my Amazon page. Get one of these things. You can hang it on a door if you want, but all I do is I just set it on the ground like this, and the cat loves it. She goes outside, she does her business, she comes in, she jumps on this thing, and it just instantly takes all the fire out of her, so she's not tearing things up. Let's see here. Let's see. A pub meal here. A pub meal for two here is $70. God. Bojangles is awesome. Big Mac meal here, $14. Wow. $10 good burgers. No way. Let's see. Yes, Tad. I'm telling you, if you guys have not been paying attention to the quality of products that are coming out of Walmart using the Good Something brand, basically it's the Walmart brand, you need to really, really check these things out. The quality is getting better and the price is staying at the same. I don't know why it's happening. It doesn't make any sense to me. I actually preferred the Walmart box burgers, the frozen ones, to the Big Bubba burgers. The Big Bubba burgers, they're putting something in them, and they're making them taste like cardboard. So I don't know. Side note. Thanks. Let's see here. Mr. Shelton, welcome to the chat. I am the middle class and live well below our needs. I grew up poor and don't like to spend money. We save it and invest it. Nice. I like that, Mr. Shelton. I like that. Why aren't you a subscriber, Mr. Shelton? Why aren't you in my Patreon? We need more people like you. Let's see. I'm saving on gas. Got rid of my Escalade. No more land vehicle for me. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're living on that boat, Thorn, basically you just need a folding bicycle. Let's see here. Ty says, sure am. Got the notification this morning when you went live. Nice. I appreciate it, Ty. Hopefully I'm saying that right. T-A-T-A-I. Ty? T-I Lynn. Let's see. Need to implement that hour-long no-sound video again to trick the algorithm. That's an idea. That's an idea. If you guys didn't know about that, I basically tricked the algorithm into... It's just something the algorithm does. I have this video that I ask subscribers to play. Just play it in the background at work. It doesn't make any noise. It doesn't do anything. It just basically tells YouTube that people are watching the video, and then it pushes more people towards the video. But yeah, it's genius. Let's see. Miss Shelton says, I started to prep, and my wife thought I was crazy until I started to show her how the world is going. Haha. Yeah, Mr. Shelton, my last wife... You know, I say that like I just discarded her, but no, yeah, she died. Anyway, yeah, I didn't do it. It's been a while. I'm good. Thank you, though. Yeah, that actually happened to me, and she thought I was crazy, and then Obama went into his second term, and things started to go really bad, and with the economy. He pretty much killed. I used to have a simulation support company that supported the Department of Defense and the tech industry. And overnight, he flipped the switch, and every government contract was turned off. So it basically forced a lot of the little guys right out of the business. Let's see here. But yeah, they'll think you're crazy right up to the point where they realize they're not going to starve. Let's see. They had me shut off, just sign back up. Yeah, see, Doug, I told you, man. Those bastards. I discovered I'm a cat person when my dog started ignoring me. That's the absolute truth. Look, hold on. I'm probably going to screw this up, but check this out. Yeah, she's got her own spot. I just pulled out that spot where the typewriter's supposed to go. Yeah, that's her spot. Let me see if I get this fixed right now. I probably screwed it all up now. I'm not sure. I don't think it matters anymore. Let's see. Good value. Yes, good value, Brand. There you go. Yes, got out of the city 11 years ago and paid off the bank with the profit and moved to the country and bought outright. Have sheep, chickens. Nice. I love it, man. And that kind of goes back to what was her name? Betty? I want to say that right. I don't know if that's still open. Where's it at? Brittany. That kind of goes back to Brittany about getting out of the city. Yeah, I mean, you know, we tell people all the time, get out of the city. I mean, I've been back in February when I was on HBO, the freaking you know, just being there and you know, I was on the 17th floor of this great hotel, but people are going to die, man. People are going to, like, go nuts. You think it's bad now? You think the crime is bad now? We went down to Times Square, and there were 17 cops on Times Square. I'm not joking. Strategically located in different places. Cop cars driving in and out through, parking next to Times Square, just to protect the tourists. They told us flat out, don't leave, like, within a 6-block radius of the place. Unless you go to, and definitely, and what was it? We got to go down to, damn it, what's the park? I can't remember the name of the park. We got to go down there, but it was awful. It was absolutely awful. The bums sleeping on the street. Then back then they were having, what was it? Damn it. Crime inside the subways. They were telling people don't go inside the subways. I never saw anybody go down in the subways while we were there. It was crazy, man. But people can't afford to get out of the city either. You know, it's really easy to say, but it's difficult to do. I'm going to run the video in the background today. I love you, Ronan. Appreciate it, man. Yes, you are like tie your shoes. Yes, you are like tie your shoes. I don't know what that means. Let's see here. YouTube subscription doesn't really mean much, and with the 600 plus channels I follow, everyone is getting lost in the notifications. It sounds to me like you need to do some house cleaning, Thorn. Let's see here. My boat is big enough that I can take my mountain bike with me, aluminum frame, so it should... Yeah, okay, cool. Let's see here. Doug says that happened to me also. Got you. Hunter Hollow Farms. We have a small hobby farm that my goal is to preserve at least 2 items out of 3. Preserve at least 2 items out if our 3-acre garden a day. Oh, I see. I gotcha. Plus, I am selling overage to make sure we have cash. Gotcha. Hey, I love that. You know, I honestly love the small business making that money. Thank you, Maddie, for telling me it's Brittany. There's such a delay. I'm just trying to stay on top of the chat. My cat has his own streaming. Yes, I know. We've seen it. I have not. I live next to a major highway. Got you, John. Hey, welcome to the chat, John. Do you see the big countdown? Did you see the big countdown clock? Which big countdown clock are you talking about, Ty? Hopefully I'm saying that right. I feel like I should be saying Tay. Australia has very little guns here, so we won't be as bad as the U.S. in the cities. Dude, have you seen your bludgeoned to death mortality rates? Have you seen? I think Australia has like the most people ever killed by a man's fist. I know the knife crime is not great either, and I know only your criminals have guns now, which is hilarious. Let's see here. Have you seen all the TikToks of the people in New York City freaking out about the PSAs? Yeah, I saw those. Good job, Hunter. Choppy. Yes, John, it's choppy. It's my OBS. It's using basically 100% of my my freaking my CPU right now. So it's something I have to adjust. I'm sorry, but I would have to kill the live stream to fix it. But apparently my sound's super awesome, so Operation Timekeeper, if anyone else is interested. Pronounce my name. You said it correct. Gotcha. Ty is in New York City. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's see what we have inside the Patreon. We have nothing inside the Patreon. So the Patreon is inside the YouTube right now. So that's where they're making comment. So how do you guys feel about this morning thing? Because I have a feeling I'm going to do this every morning that I can. TikTok is obviously a very different thing. Honestly, this TikTok is just loaded with trolls. That's why I call them the TikTok army, and I call you guys the YouTube family. You guys seem to be a little bit more down to earth than the TikTok people. There's still lots of good people on TikTok, but they just don't report jack shite here. I'm going to go ahead and show that, Maddie. Yeah, I got this thing apparently typing the word jack shite is bad for YouTube. Whatever, we're going to show that because there's nothing wrong with that verbiage. Ronan likes the morning stream. Okay, cool. So I think that's what I'm going to do, and obviously that will require a little bit more work. My day normally starts. My day starts pretty early, but that's just getting up, getting the girlfriend out the door, getting things squared away so that I can get my day started. But I think it's a good idea to do these morning live streams, and just talk to the preppers. Let's see here. Oh no, Matty, you're fine, bro. It'll tell if it's something bad. I'll just won't allow it. But the reality is that we have lost. There's a huge difference between Discord and discourse, and we've lost both of those here in the world. You can't say something without pissing somebody off. It's like I was watching one of the Joe Rogan streams the other day, and he was talking to this guy that said that wokeness is so out of control that he had walked into a Starbucks, and he started to put his order in to the person at the clerk. I won't even call him barista. I don't know. But anyway, he started putting his order into this clerk, and he's like, I'll have, this caramel macchiato grande or some crap like that, right? And my wife will have, and he said what he's ordering for his wife. So he said what his wife's going to have. And the person at the counter said, you mean your partner? And he looked at her and he said, no, she's my wife. And the person at the counter just kind of stared at him for a couple of seconds. And what they basically did was they just turned around and walked out instead of creating a scene. You know, if that was me, you know, I hate to say this, and I was talking to my girlfriend about this. If I had walked in and told her that I was ordering, for, you know, my wife will have this, and I'd be like, okay. I hesitate to even say it on YouTube because it might be bad for YouTube too. But let's just say that person would be having a really, really loud man voice day. So some of this stuff is just out of control. Let's see here. I blame the media for everything that's going on in the world. They just don't report jack shite here. Morning stream is great. Love the morning streams. That's how we found you. Was on TikTok. Gotcha, Hunter. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go back. So I have not made a video in about, I'd say, at least a week on TikTok. And there's a reason why I haven't done it. So one of the things that you learn when you learn how to, how do we say this? It's like reverse social engineering, and some of the tech guys are taught it on the DoD side, but basically you make them show you who they are. See, the trolls and the problem people, they're lurkers. They like to hide in the background. And then when you say something they don't like, or they can latch onto some way to make you lower than them, what they'll do is that's when they'll blurt out. So I have not made a video about the food or the wheat shortage in at least a week. And so now all the trolls are popping in based off of all my other videos that are being shown to them and saying, what happened? Where's this? Where's that? The end of the world didn't come. And if you guys have been following me, you know that I never said any shit like that. I just said that the UN told us on May 19th that we had about 10 weeks of flour left globally. So those people are identifying themselves, and those people are just being blocked. It's that easy. So I figure I'll let that. Now, what I am doing in turn is I am making a video. I am making a video about the wheat shortages and how they are affecting us, and basically how if you're a troll, then please just stop because it's not healthy for anybody. So that's what's happening with that. I think right now we should have people that have food in their pantries, that they should have some water stored away, and that they should have some type of security. And I think that was the focus the entire time, just getting people into preparedness, getting them out of this, this 3-day cycle where they've got to go down to the local store and buy stuff all the damn time. I think it's important that we get out of that way of life because in the end, it's not going to do us any good whatsoever. What do we got here? Yeah, PC is just insane right now. I must be old. I have Facebook and YouTube, and that's it. Hey, Maddie, I got it. To each their own, bro. To each their own. Don't even have a TV. Hate the thing. Yeah. Well, the thing is about the TV, guys, is what you can't do is you can't live in an echo chamber. You cannot, you can't be like, well, I'm tired of hearing what CNBC has to say, and I'm tired of hearing about what MSNBC says, because I don't like what they're saying. You have to listen to, you can't say that you want to have an honest adult conversation and then turn around and put yourself in an echo chamber where you're not hearing what they're saying. You have to hear. You have to be in listening level 1. You know what I'm saying? Where you're focused on what they're saying, and then you can try and determine why they're saying it. The cat is loving the mic. She's decided that she wants to be part of everything. And I don't think you can probably see her ear a little bit, but she's decided to sit right in front of me. She's like, you're not giving me enough attention. I hear you talking, but you're not giving me enough attention. She is now curling around the microphone. Nice. No, you can't eat that cord. Anyway, so you have to be receptive to their ideas, and you can't tell somebody that they're wrong if you don't know that, 1, you're right, and 2, that that's what they think. So, okay, so Now you know what's going on with that. You guys are getting like the Uber download right now, which is kind of cool. Maddie says, I live on a farmlet and don't have time to watch stuff, so much to keep this place going. It's even a 80-kilometer drive to the shops. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I'm tracking with you. Maddie. You know, I'm finding now that I've moved to the new property that there is just oodles and oodles of daily work to do. And I'm going to have to be the master of time management if I want to make the videos for you guys that I want to make for you. Because, I mean, those things will take. Sometimes a video, you know, what I'm getting bombarded with right now, guys, and I hate to say it, is, I mean, I've got boxes of shit stacked up over here. Companies are contacting me and saying, here's some stuff, do a video review, just keep the stuff. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be doing giveaways for that said stuff. I mean, unless it's something like Water Drop. Water Drop got up with me and they were like, hey, we want you to talk about our stuff. Here's an affiliate shit, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's right. I'm selling Water Drop shit right now. But, I mean, it's only like, it's Sawyer quality at Chinese prices. So, yeah, I'm going to buy that stuff. I'm going to use it. I've actually been using that stuff for years. I actually lost my original Water Drop filter that's good for 100,000 gallons. But now I've got... Here. Oh. Where are we at? Water Drop. Yeah. Anyway. So, doing gear reviews take lots and lots and lots of time. You can easily, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 hours to video it, and then like 4 or 5 hours to edit the damn thing. You know, that one's going to be a crazy one because I actually got to go find a stream around here that's not full of there's a lot of farms around here, so I want to make sure that I pick a stream that's upstream basically from any place that would be full of fertilizers and stuff like that. Because clearly I don't want to drink any of that stuff. But yeah, so I mean, those things take forever. So I'm getting bogged down with, you know, life in general, as well as all of the products. You know, I mean, it took me 2 months to get the, where are we at here? The Revetis MERS radios done. It took me a whole day to make the video. Actually, it took like 3 days because I recorded the small antennas, and I did that in an evening for an hour, and then frickin' the next day I did it for another hour for the long antennas, and then there's the talk through, and I mean, what am I telling you about my problems anyway? So, let's see here. Bob says, I live in the city and also have a camper in a seasonal state 29 miles away. Gotcha. I like it. Thank you, Ty. I'm running out of coffee. I've got to do a video on this damn thing. I'm not even sure if it's in my Amazon or not. They're pretty good, but they do get a little warm, so there's a workaround. I've got to do that. I mean, I'm just bombarded, guys. Ronan, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. That's what this is all about. Yeah, I make a few pennies here and there. My brain is so twisted sometimes. It's like, now to tell you about my new merch store. Links down below. That's too funny. Yeah, people were asking for me to make a merch store. And I was like, whatever, you know, because I never really wanted to go that route, but that's what I ended up doing. So like 2 days ago, I made a merchandise store with local prepper stuff on it. It was like t-shirts and cups and you know, phone covers and stuff like that. If you're interested, you know where to find it. But I never thought I was going to be able to do that. And there was a couple of really cool shirts in there that we came up with. So if you get a chance, take a look. You don't have to buy shit. And right now the prices are super duper low because I originally made it for the Patreons. But I discovered that I can do coupon codes, and that so if you're a Patreon, you're going to get a coupon code to where you buy it for almost basically I make nothing on it. You're just basically paying for the production and shipping. But if you're not a Patreon, then you get to pay full price. That's too funny. But some of the shirts are pretty cool. Check them out. Whether you buy them or not, I can give a shit. So let's see. I have to. Ronan, can't learn it all on your own. Gotcha. Should have a thermos when you go. You should have. Well, I've got a pot in there. I can literally get up and go get it right now if I want to. But yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean, I've got tons of freaking thermoses. I've got tons of stuff that I was like stuff I made videos with years ago. Like, this is the greatest thermos ever, you know. You're right. I really should have just done that. But the other thing too is what I'll tell you. What's really is my coffee pot. It doesn't have a burner on it. It pours the water. Go lay down. It's not time. Stop it. Penny is whining at me because it's almost 11. No, it's not even 11 o'clock. It's only 10. And she has to stay on a schedule. Otherwise, there's messes everywhere. Anyway, so my coffee maker is the kind that just makes the coffee and puts it hot, like super hot, right into a carafe. So there's no burner to use electricity. You just use the electricity to make the coffee. So yeah, I should literally just be taking that like, all right, time to make the stream. Instead of bringing my coffee cup in here, just bring the whole thing in here and like I can pour my coffee over and over in front of you guys. That would be super fun. But so let's get back to what we were talking about with Brittany. And I mean, right now every one of you should have no less than like a month of food put away someplace. You should have water for you and your family. You should have security. And what we should be doing now is plussing that up. We should be, with the economy, the way it is, we should be starting to, wow, excuse me. All right, that's it. I'm getting some coffee. Hold on. This is what I'm talking about right here. Oh my God, there we go. And there's not a lot in there. More coffee. Anyway, I guess it's better than nothing, right? Wow, there's like a 30-second delay, guys. But anyway, so what we should be focused on now is how we're going to rotate our preps, how we're going to eat in our pantry. I think he ditched this, guys. And how we're going to continue this success. Specifically with Brittany, if you have 2 years worth of food, you should definitely be rotating your preps. You should definitely be eating your preps and buying more on top of that. Now, if this is long-term food storage, believe it or not, that stuff is actually, if you guys look at that at cost per meal, it's cheaper than canned food. It's unbelievable. It's cheaper than canned food. I am a sponsor for the My Patriot Supply. If you guys do the math, which I have, you'll find out that it's like $3.80 a meal. So if you're actually eating this stuff, and it actually tastes pretty good, if you're actually eating this stuff and then buying more of it, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It is a viable option. It is a realistic thing, and you could be alternating between the survival type food for maybe like a lunch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could literally like, I'm not joking. You could literally take like some of the frickin' whatever. You could be mixing different things, and then putting them in a Ziploc bag. You know what I'm saying? Like a what is it? A freezer bag. Okay, got to use freezer bags. Okay. Putting that in there and then taking that to lunch and then just putting hot water and letting it set for 10 minutes and then eating that. And you'd be spending like $3-something. You know what I'm saying? Those are all viable options for food right now. That is the, screw the gas money. Food, the prices of food are going through the frickin' roof. And that is where you're going to get your cost savings, because no one's going to give you a coupon to save $10 on your next tank of gas. You know what I'm saying? Side note, if you don't have like a gas card for a specific type or a company, here the Royal Farms is big, and I get during the height of our great gas problem, I was getting 20 cents off a gallon. They really did flex. Right now I'm getting 11 cents off a gallon, and even the Exxon is offering. If you're not putting your phone number into that damn thing and signing up for it, yesterday, I'm not even part of Exxon, and I got 5 cents off a gallon because they know who I am because I type my phone number in there. And you know what? If the price to pay for that is for every so often I get a text from Exxon, you know what? So be it. So be it. You should be looking for every possible way to save money in any way that you possibly can. When I say save money, I mean not spend it. So you should be looking at that. And you should also be looking at the source of your food as well as the cost of your food. Now, please do not go to Walmart and buy freaking packets of Mountain House food because one, it tastes like crap, and two, it is the most expensive, overly priced food on the planet, and three, you will pay for it the next day when you're sitting on the toilet. That is no joke. Let's see. Let's see here. Did Jerry get a mug with his name on it? Oh my God. What we got? Reload video. Good morning. Hey, Sella. Good to see you. What are you into, cat? Get off my package. She gets in these moods where she tears into everything. Let's see. We're gonna go with Celia first. Good morning. She says good morning. Reload when you're not. What? When you need to. Let's see. JDM. Did you? Okay. So. There's a special mug that's only available to Patreons. And you have to know the inside joke, so I'm not even going to tell you. So just JDM, you just stop talking about that. And is Flower Child actually, what is it, Alicia? Or Allison? Is Flower Child Allison? Let's see here. I can't rotate my food fast enough. There's only me and my partner, and that's it. But they tinned stuff with, gotcha. I use my dehydrator so much. I have bananas, onions, love it. All right, yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I would think they sold it by the liter there, but not the gallon. So, sorry, Maddie is $3.25 a gallon. Gotcha. Wish it was here. $2.50 a liter here. So there you go. I buy Augustine's Farms. It's half price. Yeah, it's half price. Survival Buzz. Thanks for the internet time. Let's see here. Amazon. I'm going to see what is Augustine's Farms. Let's see here. Come on now. Come on. Go, internet. Go. Go, internet. Go. Yeah, 32% off of Augustine Farms. Augustine Farms lasagna. Yep. It's cheap right now. Let's see here. What do we got? I think YouTube's playing with me because I'm actually watching. Here, let me show you guys something. Let me see if I can get the screen right. So that's actually what I'm watching while you guys, there's the chat over there. There's the chat right over there. And that's what I'm actually watching, minus the text. So I can actually engage with you guys and see what's happening. You see the flatlining that's happening right there? You see that drop off the no? So I know it's not me, but I also know that my choppiness is the OBS. Control-Alt-Delete. Task Manager. Yeah, see what OBS is doing, guys? It's destroying. It's better now, so you guys should be seeing better things. But yeah, it's just wrecking. It's just wrecking the stream. All right, there we go. Back to that. Any update on Nancy? Maybe they'll jail her. Oh, something. What the hell? Just okay. All right. No. I mean, there's no telling. They're not going to jail. Nothing's going to happen. If you guys are talking about the whole, what is it, Taiwan or something like that? Listen. Did you guys see the video that I snatched up off of? It was either YouTube or TikTok, basically showing what the escort looked like. They had a B-1 bomber escorting, and you know what? We only have a handful of those left. They had I want to say, it's like, and the B-1 bomber had freaking 4 F-22 Raptors, and then there was a whole buttload of other fighters following. So basically, you know, they basically told the Chinese, yeah, come and take it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Kentucky, man? I haven't seen you like forever. NorCal, good morning. Let's see here. But yeah, they're not going to do anything. She is going to show up. You can watch her plane on Flight Aware. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that before. And let's see here. Let me switch screens. I don't know how well it's going to work. It's probably not going to work worth a shit, but we're going to try it. Flight Aware. Flight Aware. And then let's go to Flight Aware. Come on, Internet. And then let's make that screen. And then we're going to search for spar something. Spar. It's spar, like spar 19 or something like that. There you go. Spar 19. And then there's her plane right there, guys. That's her plane right there, heading to this place right here, which may or may not be Taiwan. Because that's China. That's the old China. So my guess is that's her flying right there. She's currently, it says it's landing. Nope, there's no scheduled landing. It took off at 9:56 Pacific Standard Time. It's currently traveling at, it's descending from 35,000 feet right now. So yeah. And I'm wondering if like the Fox News is going to be on and watching the plane land. You know, they got some people on the ground getting ready to video when the plane lands. So yeah, nothing's gonna happen. It's all a joke. All right, back to the other screen. There we go. What do we got in the chat? Darn, we can always help. I know, right? Dude, it'd be, you know, it's, well, see, she's on a military plane too. You know, well, they say she's on a military plane, but the thing is it probably isn't wise to land a military plane on Taiwan. It's been done before, but it's probably not wise to do. Was on YouTube, so don't know if true or not. I gotcha. There were live streams at the airport. I believe it. And she's probably going to land in like a frickin', you know, some kind of frickin' L1011 or something like that that's unmarked. You know, it'll just have a tail number, that kind of thing. But I guarantee, excuse me, no U.S. planes landed in Taiwanese international airspace. They probably just went right back to the Philippines and are gassing up, waiting for some shit to go down. And I can't believe NorCal, they closed your shit down, the nasty swamp creature. I'm allowing it. I'll allow it. Okay, so I think I'm going to call this stream a success. I'm going to try. Obviously, I have shit to do. It's been an hour and 22 minutes. So I think, yeah, let's start doing that. I'm gonna share this out. I'm gonna get this stream to Brittany, and I'll just email it to her. And then yeah, I'll put it out on all the different platforms, and I think this we'll try and start doing it. You guys seem to like it. I'll come up with some more talking points. You guys, you know, come ready. Bring some talking points yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the reality is that things change, and obviously I'm going to have to spend some time working on my OBS. So you guys will see some test streams. All right, let's see here. I think that's about it, guys. So off to work I go, or should I say, get to work I go. Until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. And don't forget, if you're not a Patreon, you definitely need to, yeah, now is the time to do it, especially if you want to stay in the inner circle of coolness.